Okay, let's dive into this because things are getting wild up there. For decades, we've looked up at the night sky totally confident in the basic rules of the cosmos. We thought we had it all figured out. But recently, the latest data from the James Webb Space Telescope has basically forced us to reconsider almost everything. Today, we're going through a comprehensive explainer of JWST's most recent and honestly most perplexing discoveries. We are about to go on a completely paradigm shifting journey into space to understand exactly why the scientific community is actively rethinking the foundational laws of astrophysics.
I mean, think about this quote for a second. JWST was really supposed to be a victory lap for modern astrophysics, right? A multi-billion-dollar way to finally put high-definition pictures to our well-established theories. But instead, it found things that absolutely shouldn't be possible. It fundamentally challenges our standard models of reality. We aren't just tweaking the margins of our models here. We are realizing we might have profoundly misunderstood the universe. Our understanding of reality has just been shattered. And frankly, for anyone who loves space, that is exactly what makes this moment so incredibly fascinating.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer contrast between what we expected and what we're actually seeing. The core of the whole problem lies right here in this widening gap. We used to rely on this quiet, confident framework, a model of slow, linear galaxy evolution. It all worked so perfectly on paper. We assumed stars burned exclusively through nuclear fusion, we believed black holes grew at a steady, fixed pace, and we were absolutely certain that planets just simply inherited the exact chemistry of the stars that made them. But the new reality, the data completely refuses to fit. We are suddenly seeing broken rules, impossible timelines, and totally unexplained chemistry that is leaving the world's smartest scientists scratching their heads and searching for entirely new physics. So, what does this all mean? Well, to understand the true scale of this paradigm shift, we need to look at 5 specific anomalies in the JWST data. 5 distinct discoveries that are currently baffling the scientific community and directly contradicting the textbooks you and I grew up reading. We're going to break down each of these impossibilities right now to understand exactly why they are so groundbreaking. And this brilliantly illustrates what we're up against today. We're looking at number 1, the fireless star. 2, the fake galaxies, 3, the impossible early collision, 4, the undead planet, and 5, the broken chemistry. Let's move to and see how this builds, starting with Discovery 1, the fireless star. So JWST has spotted candidates for a theoretical celestial body that completely bypasses nuclear fusion. No way, right? Instead of fusing hydrogen like a normal star, these early universe objects might actually be dark stars, powered entirely by the annihilation of dark matter, right at their cores. This literally forces us to rethink the very definition of what a star is, right down to its engine. Moving on, Discovery 2 takes us way back to the early universe. JWST has found these objects initially masquerading as your standard, run-of-the-mill galaxies, often called little red dots in the data. But actually, scratch that, they aren't standard at all. Their light signatures indicate they are hiding something far stranger, supermassive black holes that grew way, way faster than the theoretical limit, the Eddington limit, should ever allow. So they aren't just standard, slowly forming collections of stars. They're masking an entirely unknown reality of rapid black hole formation that totally defies our current understanding of gravity and mass. Then we have our third clue, an impossible early collision. JWST captured evidence of massive galaxy mergers occurring just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang, at incredibly high redshifts. To put that into perspective, it's like digging into ancient historical ruins and suddenly finding a fully built modern skyscraper. It just shouldn't be there. This completely shatters the model of a slow evolving universe, where we previously believed massive structures needed billions of years of quiet time to form before they could ever merge on this kind of scale. The established timeline is, for sure, officially broken. Now, our fourth anomaly brings us into the realm of planetary science. We're looking at an undead planet. According to literally every mathematical model and established rule of astrophysics we have, this planet simply should not exist. It somehow survived its host star's expansion into a red giant. That is an incredibly violent phase that mathematically should always result in total stellar engulfment and the absolute destruction of the planet. But it's still there. Its sheer existence tells us that our rigid rules for stellar evolution and how planets live and die are fundamentally incomplete. Finally, we hit the fifth impossibility, broken chemistry. Look, the standard rule was always super straightforward. A planet just inherits its chemical makeup from the protoplanetary disk of its host star. It's kind of like a cosmic DNA test, right? The child's metallicity should perfectly match the parents'. But JWST found a location where this is totally inverted. The metallicity of the planetary environment completely contradicts the parent star. It absolutely breaks the math. This suggests there are entirely unknown mechanisms creating, mixing, or moving heavy elements across the universe in ways we haven't even dreamed of yet. So, looking at these 5 massive contradictions, dark matter-powered stars, rapid black hole growth, impossible timelines, surviving stellar engulfment, and those crazy metallicity discrepancies, we really have to step back and ask, is astrophysics broken? Has our standard model completely failed us? I mean, if the most powerful telescope ever built by humanity was meant to confirm our knowledge, and instead it entirely invalidated it, what are we supposed to do with that?
So the crucial point is that scientists aren't panicking. In fact, they're leaning in closer. You see, in science, a broken theory has always been the doorway to a deeper one. When incredibly precise data from a state-of-the-art instrument like James Webb refuses to fit the old, clunky model, you don't just throw away the data, you build a better model. The destruction of these old, rigid rules isn't a failure at all. It's an absolutely incredible, exciting gateway to uncovering much deeper truths about our physical reality. We are essentially watching a massive scientific paradigm shift happen in real time, right before our eyes. We used to view the universe as a slow, quiet, highly predictable clock. Everything ticked along at a fixed pace, following neat, tidy rules of linear evolution. But the real universe, the one JWST is revealing to us right now, is vastly different. It's wonderfully strange, it's highly creative, and it feels incredibly alive. It's a place where fundamental limits are bent, timelines are completely chaotic, and dead planets somehow find a way to survive. It's much less of a rigid machine and much more of an unpredictable, evolving ecosystem. Which brings us to the ultimate question we really need to consider today. If the universe is this strange, what else is waiting to be found out there? The James Webb Space Telescope has barely even scratched the surface of the cosmos, and it's already forced us to rewrite the textbooks in a matter of months. We are literally stepping into a new golden age of discovery. Keep questioning the stars, keep looking up, and definitely stay curious, because the real mysteries of the universe are only just beginning to reveal themselves.